Hey everybody, Scout Crafty here again. It's Monday, a special Monday. Today is Labor Day. And it's funny, in all my years working, I had very few Labor Days. In 32 years employment at the MTA, I can count the number of Labor Days I had off on maybe one hand. You know, it was just a regular day. You know, it's a 24/7 operation, transit. And what's interesting is the holiday is an interesting holiday because it goes back to like the 1890s when it was kind of founded by two brothers, the McGuire brothers, and one of them, Matthew McGuire, was a machinist, and I always told you, machinists, they're good people, you know, so to come up with this holiday. But it is a good holiday. It's a holiday to be enjoyed. It's usually nice weather in many parts of the country, so I hope you're out there enjoying it today. We're just going to have fun down the shop, see what we're going to have to dig up and do today. So let's get to it. Okay, what I want to do today is just clean up this. This was my dad's. My dad had a lot of different socket sets from, he was a big Craftsman guy, but he also had SK. He also had a lot of other sockets. But this one here is an unusual and a rare one. So I thought I would show it to you. We take a look at it, maybe clean it up, and put it back into service. I'm not going to do anything. It's a little dirty here. It's been sitting for a while. And what this is a Wright. And Wright tools, founded in 1927 by C. Nelson Wright, and in Barberton, Ohio. And they're still there. They still make their tools there in the USA, except for their Cougar line, which is made in Taiwan. And these, you can see here, this is the set. It probably had the 5 sockets. This one is not a, this one's a different one. It's a Husky. And this one obviously is another one. But probably had the 5 or maybe 6 sockets. It was a smaller set, but very unusual because you don't usually see this part. Let me clean it up. Let's clean it up. We'll talk about it because it is messy. I don't want to get dirty. We'll clean it up. The case doesn't close right. We'll see if we can get the case to close. We'll clean it. Like I said, put it back in service. Let's get going. Okay, here we have everything apart, and we're going to be cleaning each individual piece up. I don't see any wear whatsoever in the gears or anything else, so we'll lubricate everything, clean it, and put it back. The ratchet's all clean, put back together. Now all we have to do is lubricate that little ball detent. Now you can see there's a spring behind that ball, and what you want to do is take a flat-bladed screwdriver, put a drop of oil on top of it. You can see here, so it's like a little pool, and then push down on the ball with the screwdriver. The oil will saturate right inside, and that's all you have to do. It's lubricated. That needs to be done every so often, but it's a good thing so that these don't get stuck. See these stiff wire brushes? You can put them in a drill or drill press or something. You always wonder what they're good for. Let me show you. If you had a piece of tin or something that you just, you know, was going to get scratched up and you didn't want to mess with it, let me show you a good use for it. That's a quick and easy way to do some jeweling or something, just so that, you know, better than just leaving it all scratched up. It kind of hides the scratches. They used to call it engine jeweling or anyway. So let's try it on the case. Okay, here we are all cleaned up. And like I said, this is a rare one because if you look closely here, it's a Wright. You see here, it says Wright, and it says Barberton in Ohio, USA. And you can see here, it's a MN70 model. Okay, and underneath you could see pat pending. So this wasn't, you know, they put in a patent, so to speak, and it hasn't come through. But I've never seen these before. This was a rare one because it has this button knob. After that, they came out with the slot that we're so used to now. And what's interesting about this is you could see it works as if you wanted to, you turn it like that, just like you would to, now we have it where it's, would be loosening. If you want to tighten, which means you want to put the nut on, you would turn that arrow towards the left like that, and now you have tightening. And it's all lubricated, oiled up. I left it with the original satin finish on here. That's the original way. Cleaned up the knurling, looks real nice. And these are the sockets. Now I'm missing one socket, and you can see here, there, you can see it says MS52, starts off with that 1/2 inch. It's got the hole in here. And the hole is good for when you want to, you put that detent ball where the hole is. It would give a little extra grip to the ratchet and the socket so it wouldn't slip off so easily. And then you could pop it out without any problems, and it will lock it in a little better because, again, that hole's in there for the ball detent. I have the 52, 53, 55, 6, and 7, so I'm missing the 54, but that would probably be the set that this was. It was probably a 7-piece set. Maybe a breaker bar came with it, who knows. Let's try it out. No, we haven't used this in a while, one of my original nut testers, and you can see here, this is a friction. This is held by a spring, so friction. So I always put a drop of oil under that too. But you might see some oil coming up around the edge here because I do a nice lubrication. So let's try loosening first here and listen to the sound of the ratchet. Okay, this is a 3/4 inch ratchet that we're using on here, and you can see it sounds very nice. Now if we want to tighten it, again, you would put that to on, turn it to that way on, and now you can tighten it. So works very good, very smooth, but it's just that this button would add about 3/16 of an inch to the ratchet, to the size of the ratchet when you're trying to get in a tight area. So they didn't last too long. You don't see too many of these. In fact, this is the only one I've ever seen with this button style selector. Now, one interesting thing is, remember, I thought I might be missing the 54 because this is the 53 and this is a 55, but this is a 9/16, and the next size up would be 5/8, would be 10/16, which, you know, 5/8 is 10/16. So I don't know if there's anything that went between there, but so this might have been the set the way it came. These are the most common that you would use. This case was trashed, but we were able to save it a little bit, you know. Did a little bit of that quick jeweling on it around the whole case, and left the inside with residual paint that was in there, but just cleaned it up, no more grease and everything. And we'll put the sockets back in. These two weren't original to the set, but maybe my father put them in there so it wouldn't rattle around as much. But anyway, we got that. It works now. The case closes, and it's back in service. This is something that I can use, take out in the backyard, not worry about scratching it up, because that jeweling does help hide the scratches more or less. And last up, as you know, Halloween is approaching us very shortly, and I was at my Home Depot the other day, and I saw this tremendous, look at this skeleton. That thing is huge. It's hard to imagine, but it's over 12 feet tall, and they also had this jacket, this scary jacket. But look how that's scary. It's a far cry from what we grew up with as far as scary goes. So in closing, we just have a short video today. I hope you have a great Labor Day. Thanks very much for tuning in. Take care now. Bye-bye.